Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ginny. I'm a social media and digital marketing expert and I help small businesses and content creators to convert their followers into paid customers. So today's video is all going to be about Instagram engagement, how to get more engagement. So when we talk about engagement, we talk about saves, shares, comments, DMs, and I'm gonna put likes on the side because for me, like doesn't matter. So I'm going to give you 9 things that you can work on to increase your engagement rate. So first of all, if you want to check out your engagement rate, so basically the number of comments, shares, saves you get compared to the number of followers you get, you can go check out this website. You see that a good engagement rate is anything above 5-7% depending on the number of followers you've got. So your main focus when it comes to Instagram marketing is building a community. If you don't build a community, you're never gonna grow on Instagram. If you just go on Instagram and just push your products or just talk about yourself, it's not going to work. If you're not building connections, you're going to fail. So what is a community? It's bringing like-minded people together in one place. In this case, Instagram. And you have this power as a brand to bring like-minded people together around one common thing. So for example, if you're a fashion brand, it's simply the love of fashion. So the first thing you want to focus on is bringing value. So you hear it all the time, you need to bring value. So what does it mean? It's basically educating people, inspiring people, helping them in some way. So if we take the example of fashion brand again, you're gonna not just push your products, you're gonna also give them quick styling tips, how to dress for a special event, these kind of things. And you want as well to give them quick wins. So for example, for me, for Instagram, it could be helping you to change your bio description. It's something quick and easy to tell you, but yet it's going to make a massive difference in your Instagram growth. The second point is be personal. People like people. It's much easier to share something with a friend. It's much easier to engage with a friend than it is with just a brand or someone we don't know. You need to make people feel at ease, okay? You need to make them feel like they know you. You know, that's where influencers are really good at. Sometimes you see them in real life and you're like, wow, I actually feel like I know you. That's what you want to try to do. You want to try to make them friend with you. And that's where Instagram stories is gonna come very handy. It's much easier to share an unfiltered version of yourself, of your brand, than it is on your feed. So you need to share stories about your brand, why you started, almost give them like those insiders tips, things that people don't know and things that only people who will watch your stories will know. Because sharing stories is going to build trust and compassion, and that's exactly what you want. Because if people trust you, they will engage more with you. Number 3 is start small. If you already build your page and your brand without people really engaging them, without focusing on building a community, then you're gonna have to start small. And that's much easier for Instagram stories. If you ask people to reply to a poll or to a quiz on Instagram stories, it's going to be much easier for them to do this than engaging with like a DM or maybe a comment or a share or something like that. So start with engagement stickers on Instagram stories. I generally do like maybe once poll a day, or you know that love bar, I'm not sure how you call this. Start with that and you see your engagement grow progressively. Number 4, make them feel something. We tend to share more and engage more when we feel excited or aroused by something. This is where you want to go deep with emotions, okay? So sometimes a quote is much easier to engage with something else. So if you want people to comment and share, you're gonna have to go deep in the emotions. So it could be something inspiring, such as a quote or a statement, or it could be something opposite, something that you take a stand and you believe in something and you want to share that passion, and some people are gonna agree with it and gonna engage with the conversation. Number 5, give them power. People love to be seen, heard, and understood. So if you give them that kind of power, they're going to love it and they're going to engage more. So a simple example is let them decide what kind of content they want to see, or what kind of collaboration they want to see, or what kind of giveaways they'd like to have. A simple example for this video, I've actually asked a few days ago to my audience what my next YouTube video should be about. And it built anticipation and people love participating, having a choice, having this power. Number 6 is something I see a lot of brands not do, is engaging with your audience. And something as simple as replying to comments, replying to the DMs, this is really important. I think you should definitely spend extra time to reply to every single comment you've got. And if you really have a very large audience with a lot of comments, then maybe do just a FAQ in your Instagram stories, but reply to their request. But another point is just as well engaging with them. So check out who's watching your stories and go on their account, leave a comment, like their post, engage with them. If you engage first, it'd be easier for them to give back. Number 7, you need to feature them. You need to realize that you are nothing without this audience. without your customers. So you need to feature them every so often. So something that I do often with one of the brands I work with is we share when they tag me, we share, when they tag me in a story or something like that. We share share them as much as I can because I know they're gonna enjoy it, and I know that if they enjoy it, they're going to do it more and more often. So if people see that I reshare, the tags and the mention, especially Instagram stories, they're gonna want to do it as well because people love to be seen and heard. So it's just gonna increase the number of people who are going to tag you and share your post. So one thing that I also recommend is doing Instagram stories takeover. So this is a very interesting way because it's kind of a win-win. It's great for the person who's doing it because it gives them more coverage and it feels them, again, that's seen and heard, and also give a new point of view for your audience who's going to see your products or your brand through someone else's eyes, for someone who actually use your product. Just don't forget them. Okay, number 8 is people do what people do. We tend to want to stay in the normality. So if nobody never engages with your content, it's gonna be really hard for someone to step in and be like, okay, put that first comment. A quick way around it, especially if you're a new account, is to make friends on the platform. So just get in touch with people who are kind of doing the same things as you, not quite competitors, but almost like complementary. So for example, for me, it could be, with a website designer or something like that, and you're just gonna engage in each other's content and you just feel less lonely. Careful though. I'm not saying you should use pods. This is a very, very bad practice, and I'm not even gonna have to go into the details now, but you should never engage in pods. Okay, number 9 is show up. You need to be consistent. If you're just posting sporadically, people are not going to trust you. They're not going to be sure that they can count on you. So why would they come and follow you, engage with your content if they don't know when the next one is going to be? So even if you post 3 times a week, make sure that those 3 times a week are kind of the same days. Okay, that's it. That's my 9 tips to get more engagement on Instagram. So if you tried any of these tips, please let me know in the comments, and don't forget to put that like button and subscribe if you haven't done it already.